Welcome to the Selling in the Motor Trade podcast, in association with symcotraining. This is the weekly podcast where we share best practice, tips and ideas on how to sell more cars, improve your service department, and generally put more profit into your dealership or dealer group. I'm your host, Simon Bowkett. Now, some of you probably already know me as Skippy. I would start by saying thank you for taking the time to listen to this podcast. Welcome to another episode of Selling in the Motor Trade. This episode, it's a short one, but it's for really the business managers there. And please do me a favor. This episode, make sure you send it through to every single salesperson in your dealership, your dealer group, wherever you're working from. Because I promise you, this will sell you a gap policy straight away, today. Okay? And we're going to be talking about selling gap insurance or return to invoice or asset protection, whatever it's called in your country or your dealership, your dealer group. Okay. There's so many different ways to sow the seeds on this product. You can talk about lots of different ways we talked on this podcast in the past. Okay. There's so many different ways to do the full presentation. The two-car flippy flip, a balance sheet, the old-fashioned graph. If you're still doing the line graph, please do yourself a favor, find a new way. But listen, if that's what you're doing, there's still lots of ways that we train on our value-added products training course, okay? But let's just talk about an objection. Let's just talk about the customer said, nah, I'm a safe driver, I don't need that. Or the distance sale, where it's a cash, no bits. When the customer's picking up their car, just try this simple approach. Just say, hey, Mr. or Mrs. Customer, can I ask you a cheeky question? Always start with that. Can I ask you a cheeky question? Gives you the permission to be a little bit more probing. Hey, can I ask you a cheeky question? How much did the insurance work out on your car? Whatever they say, 600, 700, 800, something like that. 700. Okay. Well, listen, if the best quote you could get for insurance was 866 as opposed to 700, would it really have stopped you when we pick up the car today? I'll say that again. Now listen, if the best quote you could get instead of 700 was 866, would it really have stopped you wanting to pick up the car today? Invariably, people say, well, not really. I was just thinking, that's all it's going to cost to cover your whole price of the car, the whole value of the car, I should say, for the next 3 years. You see, 700 is your comprehensive motor vehicle insurance. This gap works out the equivalent of 166 a year. So at 866, you're covering the 40,000 euros for the next 3 years. That makes sense, doesn't it? Okay. Or can I ask you a cheeky question? How much is the insurance if someone pays monthly? Okay. Well, it is 70 quid a month. Okay. If the best quote you could get for insurance was 86 as opposed to 70 quid a month, it really stopped you wanting to pick up the car today? Not really. Why? Well, that return to invoice we talked about before, or that asset protection, that's all it talks about to cover the whole car for the next 3 years or 4 years if you're doing it in your dealership. Okay, can I just run through how that works again for you? Now, it's a sweep up. I still believe it's better to talk about it earlier on. I still think it's better to make sure that you build value in this product, that people know what it is. And again, be careful. There's lots of dealer groups out there that are not selling gap anymore. Okay. Well, you're probably not going to do a sweep up anyway if you're not doing it. But for the people who are still selling gap insurance, I promise you, if you do this sweep up, in fact, business managers, walk out there yourself and introduce yourself to every cash no bits and just do that. And I promise you, you'll get someone that said no before. Say, oh, that makes sense. And they'll now listen to your presentation again. Because what they've done is they've just dismissed those value-added products beforehand. They've now, because they're picking up their lovely new 30, 40, 50, 60,000 pound car, they've got over the mental pain of spending that money. And that extra 1386 a month, that extra 166 a year to cover the whole car the next 3 years or 4 years. Hey, that makes good sense. Listen, do me a favor. Try it. See how you get on. So listen, do me a favor. Try it. And let me know when it's worked for you. Because I've seen it work so many times. And listen, for more tips like this, just subscribe to Selling. Hit that subscribe button. You know how it works. It makes life so much easier, okay? And you're going to get these tips and ideas, not just on Gap, on lots of different things all the time, straight away whenever it comes out. And I'll see you next time. That just leaves me to say that all details of this episode and other episodes on the selling in the motor trade can be found on our website, symcotraining.co.uk. Go there to get a copy of our book, Words That Sell Cars. Go there to sign up to a free trial of our Sales Fitness online sales training program. Easiest way to get hold of me is Simon Bowkett through LinkedIn. Thank you.